Hello enchanted beings, and Happy New Year to all of you! So today I'm broadcasting from the magical forests of Croatia. I'm at Modem Festival. Sorry for any noises that you might hear on the background. I've tried to find the most quiet place available and this is it. So as you all know, or if you don't know, I'm letting you know, on the 26th of July we just started the Mayan New Year. With the energy of the white magnetic wizard. The day of the 26th of July is the day when the star Sirius rises before the sun and aligns with the sun from our perspective here on Earth after being hidden from our sky for a period of 3 months, and was seen as a very special intergalactical day where we can tune in with those energies much more easier. I was blessed and fortunate enough to be in Mexico for this very special day at a series of events organized by the Foundation Law of Time at Palenque and Teotihuacan, where hundreds of people gathered to celebrate, meditate, and receive the energy of the new year. And that's a lot what the energy of the white magnetic wizard is all about. Receiving the magic of the universe by becoming aware of the magic that we carry within. He takes us out of any type of rigid mental structures that we might have. He takes us out of all of our notions, beliefs, and thoughts, which are not in tune with the true essence and expression of our soul. And I speak to you as somebody who really struggles to receive. I'm a giver by nature. Giving comes so naturally to me, but receiving can be hard, especially if we have been programmed to believe that we are not worthy of receiving, which is something that can happen in many different ways in our childhood. So last year we have been going through the intense process of purification of the red cosmic moon, ending a cycle of 13 years of purification where all of our emotions have been coming to the surface. So now, after we've seen all of our darkness, after we've identified it, now it's time we release it. In the chromatics of the Mayan calendar, white is the color of refinement, tuning, adjusting our energies. Now that we know what we need to work on, it's time we actually start doing the work. Let go of all the things which keep your soul from truly shining its magic into the world. For me, the last weeks of the red cosmic moon year were like a carousel where so much shadow and darkness was purged from me. So many things that I wasn't even aware of within me came to the surface, including my difficulties of receiving, which is nothing new, but I had no idea how deeply rooted that belief was inside of my being. Anyway, sometimes it can be very scary dealing with our darkness, especially when we see the things we hate the most inside of us. But it's all about love. Loving our wounded, hurt, scared, angry parts and accepting them for being there, thus being able to integrate them inside of our being so that we can release them. But if we don't accept that they are there, how can we let them go in the first place? The practice of self-love is of utmost importance nowadays. Self-love is the key for turning darkness into light. And because we are all one, when we truly learn how to love all the different aspects of our being, we actually learn how to love the whole world. So let go of how you think things should be. Our human mind is way too limited for finding the best possible outcome of helping us reach our goal and our purpose. But when we surrender to the higher mind, when we surrender to God, G-O-D, Galactic Ordering Dynamic, and we allow our hearts to follow its guidance, the magic of life becomes that much stronger. All we need to do is to let it flow. And sometimes following our hearts might lead us to some very dark places. It's not always rainbows and butterflies, you know, because life isn't that way. And because of the laws of duality, we need to go through our darkness in order to fully step into our light. And it's about training your mind to see the light behind each shadow, to see that no matter how dark it gets, the sun always rises the next day, more vibrant and more bright. So if your heart might lead you to what seems like a very dark path, don't run. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be, having the experiences that you need in order to grow into the most radiant and beautiful version of yourself. So I feel to give an example from my own personal life that might resonate with some of you. Basically, what happened to me in the last weeks of the red cosmic moon year was that all of those shadows that I judged so harshly in people around me or people who have hurt me, I found them within me. All the things I hated in other people, I found them within. I found all of the qualities of the shadow masculine within me. All of those judgmental, controlling, angry, neurotic sometimes, doubtful, insecure, critical aspects within me, with a little bit of moodiness on top. And it was very scary to see all of those things within me so clearly. To be honest, I was down a very deep, dark hole for the last weeks of the red cosmic moon year. I didn't want to accept those aspects within me. I didn't want them there because they were the very qualities that I've been despising in others for so long. I was so far away from self-love in those moments. I was actually judging the person who was trying to love me unconditionally, as if there was something wrong with them for being able to love me when I am this horrible version of myself. And then I realized while talking to him that this is actually an amazing opportunity and an amazing blessing. Because if I will be able to accept, understand, and love these parts within me, I will be able to love the people which I've been struggling to love for so long because they displayed these qualities of the shadow masculine. And that's what the power of the White Wizard is all about. That is the magic, that is the alchemy of turning any metal into gold, of turning the darkness into light. And it's love. Loving our darkness can turn us into the most magical and beautiful version of ourselves. And what does love actually mean? To love means to take something or someone as part of yourself. And I know it's hard, trust me, I've been there. It's very hard to love our shadows sometimes. But if we train our mind how to see things, darkness is there only to help us get closer to our highest potential. So even if it might be hard to love those aspects within us that we don't like, it's actually the only way out. The White Wizard is also the jaguar, which is a very sacred animal in the Mayan culture. The dots on his fur were considered to be a representation of the Milky Way, and thus only the shamans, the one who could read the stars, were allowed to wear its skin. And it represents the shamanic wisdom and the mastery over the unconsciousness of the human mind. And this sacred animal invites us to cross all of our shadows, all of our ignorances, until we reach the core expression of our soul, which is love. So love yourself, even if deep down you think you are unlovable. But just remember, you are love. You know, the universe only pretends to be made out of matter. It is actually and secretly made of love. As I wrap things up, I just wanted to apologize for not answering your emails lately. I know I have a pile of them stacking up, but I've been quite busy being in Mexico, traveling and purging all of my shadows, and now I'm at a festival with no reception or no internet connection, and I will be traveling in Portugal soon and in the UK for the Sirian Stargate Portals Women Retreat happening in Norwich in the last weekend in August. You can visit our website SirianStargatePortal.net for more information about these incredibly powerful and beautiful women circles. But I do promise to answer your emails as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience and all of your support. And don't forget to love yourself and to forgive yourself. And enjoy the magic of the White Magnetic Wizard. Until the next time, I wish you to have a most vibrant and radiant day. in Lak'Ech.